All right, gang. Back with another nip and nag. Today we're doing Gator's favorite, Star Wars. The Star Wars. So it's the X-wing starfighter, 1/72nd scale. So it is not huge, but it is it's a decent sized model kit. From Bandai, everyone's favorite Bandai hobby site kit. So we are starting with that. Oh, cool! They gave me some little red sperms. I mean, torpedoes. Okay, so yeah, I'm liking the tooling on this. It looks really nice. Okay, and of course we got the man, the wrench, the legend, the Star Wars. David Glenn's in the chat. Yeah. All right. I'm just doing a simple little nip and nag. We'll see who pops in. Maybe we'll get the other guys popping in, and maybe this one's gonna. It looks like a fast build. I will say it does look like a fast build. So we'll see. The thing opens up a little weird. I'm not used to it opening up like this, but it opens up like a roadmap. I'm used to it like opening up like a booklet. But hey, get used to it. Adapt and overcome. Oh, kick the camera. Not bad. There we go. All right, can you guys hear me good? I hope so. I hope you can hear me good. Okay. Okay, so that bit you do not want to clip. So 1 of 1. Okay, so there's not a lot of runners. Which is great. I do like having loaded runners. There's A, there's B1, and this is like B2. It's just one single part. So we'll just call this B. And then there's 2 C panels, which they're both. There's not C1, not C2. They should be the same parts. Yeah, they're exactly the same parts. That's why there's no separation of the things. So that's good. All right, so that calls for B14. Okay, 14 is this one, I think. Yep. We'll see if the other guys pop in. I sent the link to the Nip and Nag, so nobody saw it yet, so we'll see. We'll see who pops in. There we go. I was going to do one last Tuesday, but you know how things happen. Your friends are like, hey, you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, kind of. And they're like, it's your birthday. Come on, hang out. And I'm like, okay, I'll go hang. And then we partied, and I didn't get back until 11. I'm just like, yeah, it's already late. I could start building now, but audio's great. Thank you. And Mr. DJ Ronnie G, he's going to come on through after he eats his food, which is good. Yeah, he's another late night muncher. You know, sometimes I don't get back late, and then, yeah, I know how that feels. Okay, so 13. Charlie 13. That's this part right here. Okay. Yeah, it does look like it's going to be a quick build, I will say. Okay, so this looks like it goes in here, like so. Let's get this looking right. So it looks like this, and then this piece looks like this. Fit like that, really? I don't think it should fit like that. Okay, this is probably an undercarriage bit. So okay, so the opened end is this way, and then this corner piece is down this way, so it fits in like this, like so. Okay, that's some interesting detailing. And then we're going back to panel B, and we're grabbing part 5. There we go. There we go. And I'm done clipping. Let's look at hey, Salty's here. Amuse me. This is a chill stream. This is nip and nag and chill. Maybe we'll get Pumpkin and DJ Ronnie G in here. They tend to be good talkers, and they alert me if someone says something good or funny in the chat. But these first bits I have to multitask, which sucks, but it's what you got to do. It's what you got to do. There we go. That bit's in here. They told me not to nip this bit, so we don't nip this bit. Okay. It feels like this was like, I don't know why this was a separated piece, but it was. It was. Yep. Papa Cotton's in the chat too. What's going on there? The man, the myth, the guard dog of the cotton. That's right. All right. Okay, so part C13 again. Which one did I grab? I think it was from this one. And we flip it over. We do the same thing with this end. So for 6. So 13. There we go. Okay, so the front is this way, and it is facing like this, like so. Bang. And that's part 6. That's right next to part 5. Of course, it's right next to part 5 because they numbered it nicely. Okay. This is going to be a quick build. It's going to be a real quick build, actually. I got that pretty good. It looks clean. Inspect the edges and then put it on through. Slide this through the notch and poke it in. Come on. There we go. Nice and snug. There we go. That's nice and snug. Bang. Cool, cool, cool. All right. One of the X wings. Okay, so part 3 of 1 is going to be interesting. Okay, so C22 fits. Doesn't really matter, I think, right? No, not really. Fits right there. Okay. It's kind of hard because I want to see myself nipping it, but I also want to see the camera see it. So it's a trick that I'm still learning to build on camera. There we go. This bit fits right here. Okay. So 2 and 12, and then 14 and 4. Two. This one's 12. No, go nowhere. Go nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. All right. So we got 2 parts of 4. And these are really tiny pieces. This is where I have to be careful. Be very, very careful when you nip with these ones. There you go. Okay. Come on. There you go. And then 14 for it said, right? Yeah, 14. So it's this piece right here. A piece in like that, which is nice. Kind of fits nicely, but stab it in like that. Now, no, go now. It will go nowhere now. It is in there. Realsies. Sometimes they're like, you don't need to glue. And it's like, that's true, but some parts they like to pop off, and I don't want that. Okay, so where'd this piece go? This piece go in here. Like this. Oh, sorry, it's backwards. There we go. Now it fits. Should fit. There we go. This way's front, that way's back. Gotta understand how that works. All right, and pretty much the same thing, huh? Yep, same thing. Easy peasy. There we go. What kind of glue am I using? I'm just using the Tamiya extra thin cement. It's not really glue; it's more of a solvent that kind of like it lightly melts the plastic, and then we stick the two plastics together. It tends to. It's kind of like welding. It's like plastic welding, essentially. To put it in the most accurate terms. That's how it works. So yeah, I'm just using the plastic cement. All right, so do I want? I'm still on the bottom side, and I'm grabbing 16. No, 17 and 18. So let's use 17, 18. So there's two 17s and two 18s. So be very, very cautious on my nipping. Also kind of muddies up the separation lines a little bit, which is nice. All right. Well, we have this bit. Okay, C19 and C16. So one of these is 19. There we go. And then it says 16. So this one goes kind of around like this. All right, 16 goes up here, 19 goes up here, and 16 goes in the back. There we go. Nice. All right. So obviously this bit goes like this. That's on there pretty nicely. Oh. All right. Okay, so the three go this way. Obviously, that works. I won't be freaking cementing all the pieces, just the ones that I know go the way they go. I assume that this piece goes towards the back because it looks like it's kind of like there, yeah. kind of fits like this. That's how I would do it. Oh no! Oh, you misplaced your stuff. Well, I mean, luckily it's not crazy expensive. So there's one consolation, you know. Okay. All right. So we're still on the underside. Looks like I'm building the front. Okay, so what I need is 13, 10, and 24. 13 on B, 10 and okay. So 13 on, is this B, right? It is B. 13, where's 13? Well, let's see. These are 10s. That's 13. These are 13. Okay. And I got a 2 up there. Random 2. Just the same exact piece. I don't just probably just couldn't fit it on the runner easily, so they made 13 and 2 the same piece. Okay. So there's 13. All right, let's grab that one C I was working on because it works so lovely. Okay, so I need 10 and 24. So 24 should be around here-ish. There it is. And I said 10, right? So that's this piece right here. And it is 10. Looks exactly like this piece. There we go. Sweet. Did I clean nip? Clean nips all around. Good job, Bandai. All right. It's just no overnight shipping. Wouldn't arrive until Friday. Ah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you don't have it. I mean, you should find some like a store. I know there's a Hobby Lobby that carries it. It also carries like pretty good Gunpla too, surprisingly enough. Not open on Sundays, but see, I got was that Return of the Jedi Star Destroyer from Tommy a few years ago. Okay. There aren't many pieces, so I just add one. Just add one a year ago. Okay. And Star Destroyer, that'd be a nice build. Maybe I'll buy one so I can go get one. You know. Yeah, B13, bingo. You know, right? don't play a drinking game. Play a bingo. Play bingo with us. That'd be a funny thing to do. Have everyone have like a bingo sticker. You know, it's like, hey. Get all your bingo clickers. I mean, I didn't even look at this piece. I just know that these pieces live like this. And this piece probably fits right in there, yeah. Obviously. Well, it's pointed like this. It should fit like this. I suppose it does. If it will, it will. If it won't, it won't. But I think it will. And it does. There we go. Now I won't glue this piece down because I may take it out just to paint it if I can't find a nice brush to get in there. But okay, Charlie 8. So now this is B. I need C. 8. That's this piece right here. Yeah, this one's going to be a real quick build just because there's not a lot of runners. And that's the main thing that mostly gets everyone is looking through all the things. So that fits down like that nicely. And this is gonna how's this gonna work? So this piece is gonna slide in like this, yeah. And then it's gonna pop in just like that. Well, it should fit like this, but I don't see how it's gonna fit like that. Oh. That piece is different. That fits like that. That's a different piece. I'm not sure what goes there, but that's okay. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta switch around some stuff. But that's okay. They're gonna guys doing the other side too, so that's fine. That's fine. I'm pretty sure this piece it's gonna have a it's gonna have a piece that kind of folds the other way, so that's okay. Okay, so we're gonna grab this piece right here. Should say 22. It does. Some of the pieces say 22, some one says 23. I'm pretty sure they're the same piece, but they could be very slightly different. I don't think so, though. They don't look different, but they could be inverted. So that's why. I just use the ones that say the numbers. If they say something different, it's probably different. There we go. Okay. 12 and 2 again, huh? There we go. Hey, K. Roberts, what's going on? Too late. Drink. Oh, yeah, skater. My goodness. That was a fun night. Too fun. Not sure if I got many more of those in me. Good old birthday stream. I had fun. I hope everyone else did. Yes. Yeah, celebrated my birthday, and then we popped onto the Tuck and Roll show. Oh boy. I had one inebriated jackalope on. Okay, so 14-4 again. Here we go. 14-4. Work down here. I've got this piece is so small. I gotta be careful. And it looks like I got two R2D2 heads. That's cool. Wish they had a R5 unit. That'd be really great, but. Oh god, this R4 has a bad motivator. What's the dab tool for? Oh, this is a little teeny file. Yeah. Yeah, it was and I just use it to like just nick away all the like the little stubs that are still on. And it works. It's working pretty well. It's not bad at all, actually. Wait, is it pointing the wrong way? That's the only way it can point, though. That's stupid. It's the only way it can face. Okay, no, it is pointing the right way. I just got confused for a second. And is that a bit? Yeah, that's a little. Yeah, there was a loading up piece right there. I had to fix. Take it off. It's because I don't trust this one. I feel like it's going to fall off. And I don't want that to happen. So hit it with a little bit of the stuff, a little bit of the cement, and voila. All right, 17, 18, 16. Okay. I think this is. Yep. Okay. Yeah, these ones are different. But yet still the same. Still the same. $16. All right, so didn't notice that. That fits. All right, 19. Yep. See if any of the gang saw the thing. Nope, nobody saw it. Still chilling in the back. That's okay. We got watchers today. Got a bunch of people watching, which is good. Probably a bunch of people watching on the YouTubes and the Twitters. Yeah, I think I've had 2 followers 6 years ago on X, and then you know to check it. Okay, interesting. For 6 years on X. Yeah, formerly known as Twitter. Well, that fits in snugly, very snug. All right, and this piece is gonna go here and there. Okay, that's the top cover. 11. So 211 16 on the Bravo panel. So here's that piece 2 I was talking about, which is kind of the same, virtually the same as the other ones, but I ain't complaining. Not in the least bit. Got done with it anyway, so. All right, here's spot 11 right here. It's even got a cool pilot figure in there. All right, so 16, they say? 16 it is. What's this piece right here? And that fits nicely. Lovely. Lovely. I love it when they all snap nicely in. And they want some stickers here and there. Oh, no, those aren't stickers. Those are pieces. C28. C28. So we'll leave C29 on the runners. And we'll get C29, C28 on this side, C29 on the other side. Or I should say 28. That's what I'm clipping. They fit right here. Oops, shit. Okay, that's a good thing I had the little thing just kind of giving it a little cling on, because it would definitely have shut down and lost a piece. And these are one of these pieces that you lose and you don't find for like a while. Yeah. Oh, hey, we have a wild snow dub. Woo. Yeah, apparently it's supposed to snow tomorrow. And we're just like, oh my god, it's April. Why are we getting such late snow? And it was a warm day today too, so I'm like, New England weather. One day it's nice and sunny out, the other day it snows randomly. Unless it's July. Then we get the heat. All right. So that's part 1. Part 3 is up there, which I don't need to touch. Just open up like a road map again. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I guess this side is all done. So we got this side. Now we need that side. So obviously they're gonna make me grab the other wing section, which is pretty much what I expect. Yep, they want 20, and this is 20. Hey. It's almost like you could build this up directions. Almost. Not quite, though. Not quite. But this is going to be a quick build, though. There we go. Okay, so 1 and 13 again. So it's 8. There we go. That looks great. Okay, so the front is that way. And this piece is facing up. It's not exactly how this works. Oh. Now this slot right here is a little tricky. There we go. More like an eye wing so far. Yeah, right. We'll make an X out of it yet. Where the heck are you, man? Why are you chilling in the... you're probably just eating right now. The real question is, where's Punkwaddle? Where's Punkwaddle? Probably, what's his name? Freaking got all grumpy. He's like, hey, don't you hanging out with the model kit building? I'm joking. Hey, Marcus Felix, what's up, buddy? Good old Marcus Felix. I didn't see you in the chat. I missed a bench chats. Bucky's Crafty's going here. Yeah. Lurking while you're crocheting. Nice. Nice. Well, that's cool. I wonder what you're crocheting. Is it a hat? Is it mittens? Is it a scarf? Is it a baby blanket? Is it a big people blanket? Let's see. Yeah. Never estimate a good quality blanket. Yeah. They're good quality blanket will never let you down. All right. So 13. I think it's on this runner right here. There we go. Hit it the right way? Nope, I hit it the wrong way. There we go. Gotta remember the wings they angled forwards. They're attacking. So when you see the slope, it's angled forwards. That's how you figure it out. But yeah, sometimes I just get it wrong anyways. Why? Because that's how I do. All right. So I'll do the underside now. Grab the other 13. That done it nicely. And it's all nice. Good clip. Hooray. Go. And now this final little panel lining piece. It looks very irrelevant piece, but kind of serves a purpose, I suppose. It makes it more fun to build all, one extra step to snip and put together. Makes it looks like you're building the whole thing. Plus, you could take it off and then pretend like he's repairing the ship or whatever. You do some funky stuff. You have more pieces to put together. Okay. Ready. So you're making a cardigan right now. Oh, cool. The style that I like, a blanket around the shoulders. That stays on better. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I mostly wear sweaties myself, but hoodies. I do like hoodies, but cardigans are very neat. Very, very sophisticated cardigans. Really nice. And especially when it gets chilly, when it got snow out, like it's going to snow tomorrow, apparently. And speaking about snow, we have Mr. Snowdub. He's working on testing the OBS to make sure it works really good for the Mario Kart streams that we'll probably be doing for a while. In a bit, who knows? That's good. And we got a Punkwaddle. We got a wild Punkwaddle in the chat. Punk.
Oh, hi.
Munching and crunching, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's all good, man. It's all good.
I thought I could sneak in one more bite before you took me live.
Well, you can put yourself on mute. Sounds like you were here earlier.
Well, yeah. I can be disembodied and disinvoiced. Wait, what?
That's true. That's true. It's not like you're not even here.
Well,
Right.
some days.
Well, until Ronnie G comes back here, we'll force ghost Punk Waddle. Force ghost Punk Waddle.
Oh, was he here for a minute, or has not showed up?
He's eating dinner. He's got either making dinner, eating dinner, or about to go pick up dinner. Who knows? But that's what Ronnie's out getting some dinner.
Those are good options.
Yeah, it's good options. It's good options. Kind of what I did for lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to the gym, and then I got a big old sandwich. And lunch was kind of like breakfast too, so I got a nice big. And in honor of Mexican Iron Man, I picked up a soda.
Oh, nice.
Twas a Fanta.
I do love me some Fanta.
Don't normally. I usually get like the Coke Zeros or whatever. But I'm like, you know what? I want a Fanta. It's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Zach's in comics wants a Fanta.
Mm-hmm. So which X-Wing is this?
This is the Bandai X-Wing. I think it's the Red 5.
Okay.
1/72nd scale.
Okay.
It's obviously the New Hope one. It's not the freaking forced like the sequel saga freaking design. That sucks.
Oh yeah, Red 5 is
Yeah, it's a Red 5. Yeah,
classic.
Yeah, it's a Red 5 design. So
I mean, I really did like from Blue Harvest. Red 5, Red 6, Red Fox, Red October standing by.
Yeah. Red Goblin standing by. You know that scene. It's like let's play the clip. Guess they won't play the clip. What's going on?
Save it, please. Yeah. Oh, and hi, Papa Cotton.
I do enjoy that clip.
Yeah,
I do enjoy that clip, and that's the most appropriate time to play that clip. I was like, you know what? I'm playing the clip.
I mean, I didn't even plan the segue, but yeah. Oh, there's no sound to them? I heard sound.
What? There's no sound.
I don't know.
I heard sound too. Maybe I don't know. StreamYard is probably being funky today. Who knows?
Also, I don't think Lofty Pixels was supposed to be on this channel.
Lofty Pixels.
He said, "Where's Lofty?" Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Does he build model kits?
No, I thought Brendan, the anime guy, had him on. Not that you should go over there. No, not into their play.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Brandon should pop by someday.
We should.
We should get him building.
Boy.
We'll send him an RX-78 or whatever one of these days.
Yeah, push the hobby trade a little bit more.
We'll have another virgin build on the Nip and Nag.
Nice.
Oh, you remember Kali's first build?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was on the channel. I was like, oh my god,
that's true. What?
We
How
got
long
a
ago was
virgin
that?
build here. What?
That was fun. That was one of the first.
I was so
missions,
happy
right?
when he finished it. I was like, oh. It's like watching your child like ride a 2-wheel bike. It's like, oh, proud of you, son. You know, as nerdy as that sounds. Oh, I did check out the show the anime what's his name Ironcaster told us to watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, was it Magic and oh,
Knights and Magic or something.
Magic and Knights. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's that or the other way around, but oh my goodness, I love it. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, this is
Yeah.
the isekai. It is the isekai for us.
All
You know what I
right.
mean?
Like he had already kind of sold me on it, and then we just forgot with some other stuff. So I guess it's going back to the top of the list.
Yeah. I mean, it is homework for us to have something to talk about, other than the random news that pops in.
Yeah. And Bravern was a good one to cover.
Bravern was great. I loved Bravern. Oh my god.
Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah. So it's good to segue onto an older show, but still a banger that I missed in 2017.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I kind of missed around then because I was still traveling, and then I was kind of out of pocket for a while, and then in 18, around 18ish, 17, 18ish, I didn't have good internet, so I wasn't streaming much anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, kind of had a black hole vibe of culture and whatnot.
That's
Yeah, I tend to, especially when I was deployed, man. Those were freaking culture black holes. Just when you're at sea or over in Afghanistan, you come back and you're like, what did I miss? Holy shit, I missed a lot. You know what I mean?
I can believe that.
Yeah, like who's Hannah Montana? Oh no, who was Miley Cyrus? That was Hannah Montana or whatever.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of funny stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a little bit of shell shock and whatnot.
Yeah, it's just little things like that. Yeah, I got back and it was like everyone's just raging about this Attack on Titans thing. I was like, what the is that? It's like, how have you not seen it? Have you been under a rock for a year?
Yes.
And I don't want to be like, hey asshole, I was fucking fighting the country.
Yeah. You're hanging out with Floral. Mm-hmm. Under the rock.
Yeah, no, Floral couldn't survive under my rock. It would crush him. Spiritually and emotionally. Possibly physically.
I think there's a amateur DJ trying to get on the stream.
Is there? There might be.
Yeah.
No, there's no DJ.
Oh, okay.
We do have a G over here though. Let's put him on. G.
Is it OG?
Yo. I know he's a Ronnie G.
Oh. What's up, gentlemen?
What's going on there, Ron?
I'm hearing noises in the back of my headphones, but I don't know where. Oh, I see where. I have 20 Chrome windows.
That too would be a problem.
Well, it's only like 10 Chrome windows, but tabs.
Yeah. I hear you.
Hopefully Ronnie hears us.
He's hearing a lot of things. Look at his face.
20 Chrome windows? Yeah. I assume he is.
Falling off my mountain.
Are you with us? Are you with us?
I mean, I'm in New York, but I am in the chat, I guess. Yeah. But jokes aside, yeah. I got my I got like the javelin that I started weeks ago. Wait, where's the? No, this is not a javelin. This is a what is this shit called again? I should know. This is my gun blaster, right? Remember I started nipping them and I was filing them down. And then I bragged. I said, I'm going to start working on my javelin. And so I have some javelin parts in here that have been assembled at work or at my leisure, at my desk. But then I was lamenting that I may have misplaced my Tamiya cement. And I'm not going to go look for it until later on. Unless I find it at my desk. I might find it at my desk. But I did pick up some mock fit. And so this is cool because I bought another product. It was called Mock Setter, but it wasn't the one I needed. It was like the one for like the panel lines. It wasn't the one that like I actually needed. So this is basically the equivalent to Mock Softer, but made by Tamiya.
Yeah. Yes. Very soft marks.
I once saw a young Asian boy, well, 18, 19, 20-year-old Asian boy near my job, and he was wearing a Tamiya shirt. He had the Tamiya star on a t-shirt. I was really envious of that. I was like, that's so cool.
And he said, like, you're the only one who says that.
I didn't approach him, but I kind of regret not approaching him to have that response because
you can't approach him. He's too cool for you.
I mean, in New York, you really can't approach people and not be questioned for sanity or something,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure it's the same in your part of the world too. You can't just walk up to strangers and be like, "Oh, hey." I mean, you could. I mean, people do compliment T-shirts.
Yeah, sometimes they're a bear though. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh no, it's a black bear in the woods."
I hate when bears approach me.
Oh no!
Just wanted to tell me that I had a nice T-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, the black bear was weird, man. He's just like, it's like, hey man, I'm Jamal. What the hell? You known me for weeks. What's going on, man?
Sorry, I mixed you up with Jarrell.
Sorry. Man. Damn white people. Always hiking.
Mm-hmm.
Going on trail runs.
Stand up to the victory. I'm sorry,
I was
go
looking
on.
forward to going trail runs or hiking, and but it's gonna snow tomorrow. I'm like, dang it!
Lucky. I mean,
I got all my freaking hiking stuff ready, and like, wait.
So, snow. How many inches are you gonna get?
I don't know.
Probably gonna be wet.
I thought it was an April Fool's joke until like everyone's like, it's still gonna snow. It was an April Fool's joke. I'm like, God damn it! Because the first time I heard that forecast was yesterday, and
yeah,
people are.
Well, there's a few things that are still getting people. Like there was a post something about they just found a new breed of copperhead that's looks blue, so they're calling it something the blue bonnet, and in Texas, and I was like, that was posted yesterday, right? No, it's real. No, it's real. I was like, that was okay. Then about 3 minutes later, after some scrolling, like, oh yeah, that was an April Fool's joke. Okay, thanks. Bye.
It's like, no, it's real. It's real. Okay, no, it was April Fool's. We just wanted to really get you. Okay,
It's
bye.
like, yeah, it's like I don't believe anything I read on her here on April Fool's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll wait till tomorrow. So see if you say the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That way you don't have to. You can't be like, it was April Fool's. Silly. Well, sometimes it's just like a straight up gaff, like was it Miami list? Just doing all the Shreks. That's hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Did you see some of the others?
Yeah, that was the after talk after the Mecca.
Yeah.
Pit. That was
well. And then Ironcaster was posting a few more in like the anime chat. Like bleach was just a bottle of Clorox bleach.
Oh yeah, Shangri-La. That one gave me a kick. I was like, what? It's just Sword Art Online.
I think they just put Kirito in front of the Shangri-La Frontier picture. And then Devilman Crybaby was just a baby crying.
Yes. There we go. Grab this bit, but I don't need it. Why did I grab it if I don't need it? That's okay.
If you don't know, then you do know.
If you don't know, you know. Player. You know very well where you nip. You nip and nag. That's the grass spider. There we go. Okay. Have you got any interesting model kits you're starting or mecha news? There, Punk Waddle?
Oh, I thought you were talking to DJ Ronnie G.
Oh, yeah, I could talk to him, but he's I don't know where he is right now. Oh, there he is.
I had stepped away to get a garbage bag because I got to take care of this backlog in my workspace.
Of garbage or?
Yeah. What else? The log of turd.
Yeah, backlog. Yeah.
That makes sense. It's
is it garbage or is it actual turd?
No,
I wouldn't do that at my desk.
Yeah, I'd usually do that in a toilet, but I don't know. I know how you New Yorkers are about things that are French.
Well, we gotta, it's like the hustle and bustle of the big city, okay? Like as a city boy, we gotta go. We gotta keep doing our work. We can't stop doing our professional duties just because we got a duty.
And you are in like a big city, so you can. It's acceptable to shit out in the street. That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like that's still frowned upon.
Although actually, in this suburb, we are a little bit more respectable.
Especially when you're squatting down, it's a frowned upon. Most people frown when they do it too.
In this suburb, we go to the dumpsters to take a whiz if we got to pee in public. Okay. It's actually it's harder to go into the bathroom in public in the city because first you got to find a place with a public restroom that doesn't have a line around it, right? And then like if you go to do it in a park, there's always people walking around. Like unless it's like nighttime in the winter, but if you go out like in the summertime, it's like every 10 feet, 12 feet, there's another person. So just when you think, oh, I could pee on that fence, another person's walking by. Like people like I guess want to do jogging at night or something like that. So it's like what you need to do is find one of those like parks where they have like the fenced off grassy area with the trees that nobody can walk in because then you can climb over that fence, find a secluded spot, go, and then extricate yourself.
Interesting. Oh. You know how some people like walk in the park and they they're just like having a camera with there because they want to take pictures of like various birds and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they do that at night just to see various dicks.
Maybe, but I don't think it was. It would probably nowadays be more popular, if anything, because back in the day, I don't think that night vision equipment wasn't really commoditized yet. The closest thing you'd get is a Sony Handycam camcorder, which I have right over there, with the infrared night shot. But outside of that, light amplification equipment such as a light intensifier tube is astronomically expensive, and so you got to be really committed to your hobby if you're gonna buy something like that just to take images, pictures or something of people doing things, or yeah.
I mean, how else are you gonna take a picture of a guy in Central Park, New York, getting a hand job by a ghost?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
It'd be cool. I wish. Well, I'm wondering what's like if I had a time machine, I'd go back to maybe the 70s or maybe the Dinkins administration of the 90s, so that you can see the Bedlam on the street.
Bedlam on the street. Okay.
Yeah, I think I used that word in the right context, but
Probably did. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know, it sounded cool. But
That's the only thing that matters.
you know, I mean, you just set yourself up to get mugged. Like, you know, I mean, like, you know, people, you know, in the city know when a man is carrying valuables, and you know, if you put them out there, you know, you're gonna lose them. You know, so that might be why, you know, it's not as big of a hobby as it should be.
Okay, interesting.
Talk about issues that matter.
Yes.
But tell me more.
And why taking a dick picture might be harder than you think. Tonight at 11.
I remember we used to have these commercials. We had these commercials. They were, you know, I think you had the commercials too. You probably both remember the. Do you know where your kids? Or it's 10:45. Do you know where your children are? Did you see those commercials?
Oh.
They were like
No,
public service
because
announcements.
I was out at night when I was a kid.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like on a school night, I would see them.
My children, my children didn't know where I was.
Like, I remember I seen that commercial one time, and someone in my family, I'm not going to say who, said, in response to, do you know where your children are? Do you know what they said? Well, no, you don't know what they said. They said, I dropped them in the sink.
Dropped them in the sink. Oh.
And then,
funny.
like, it opens up implications, sort of like that time Gator got caught on streaming. He's like, well, like, you know, and it's like,
Gator got caught doing what? He got caught.
Oh, what?
he was
Gator
like, you
gets
know,
caught doing everything.
playing. He was like playing after stream. He thought the stream was over, and he's looking at a picture or video of Belle Delphine or something, and he's like, "Oh yeah!" And like then everyone's like, Punk Water's like, "Oh, Gator, Gator!" And then like everyone else, Gator, you're on still. And you know that time.
Ah, yes.
Just like when people are teleworking, and at the end of the teleworking session, they're like, all right, I'll see you guys later. So everyone's like, all right, good night, Phil. And then like Phil stays on, he leaves, comes back with like a tissues and lotion. And then people like watching it unfold, and his headphones are off, and they can't stop the train wreck quick enough.
It's unfortunate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Those of us who stream more often understand the importance of the end stream button.
Yo, seriously. I mean, like, I was making a joke about that guy with the beard who looks like a communist. I mean, he is a communist. That guy whose name rhymes with "wash your hands," you know, and like he one day goes to save it. He's looking at suits. He's like, "Oh, this is a lovely suit. Yeah, I'm gonna save a picture of this." And then his save folder dialog box pops up, and it's just like gaping holes and all kinds of pornography. And so apparently he must have saved these pics right before his stream and didn't go through the trouble of like moving them to a different folder or, you know, something. And
you're supposed to do that?
I mean, unless you don't intend on showing the folder in thumbnail view on your screen, then not necessarily.
Hold on. I got some files to close.
Like if I was showing my desktop right now, like I'm doing right now, and I went to open up a folder, I would do this. I would open up the folder, and even if there was nothing in there, I'd just do it like for peace of mind, you know? And like that's why, like if you look at my yesterday's show, my Monday show yesterday, which was an extended edition since I took today off from work thanks to being sick, but not so sick that I can't play Nintendo.
Oh, that's what you're supposed to do to get better.
Yeah. I mean, it's a brain exercise, and it gets your nasal passages going, but you got like, you know, you're getting that adrenaline rush, like flaring nostrils.
It's like, it's funny because if you sleep all day, you can't sleep at night, and thus you get sick.
Yeah.
So playing video games keep you alert. You're resting still, so it's actually It's like no video games when you're sick. It's like, Mom, actually, this is what you're supposed to do when you're sick.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I won't be able to sleep when I'm supposed to be able to sleep.
I found it. While cleaning up the garbage, I found my Tamiya cement. So now I have multiple varieties of Tamiya, and I wish that was the Japanese, dating character or a stripper that I could meet or something. But now I lost the other bottles.
That's okay.
Like, you know, it's like, hi, my name is Tamiya. I'll be $50 an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. So I just wanted to share something with you guys.
The Tamiya, that's the Japanese version of girl from like the chick from Boston.
Memoirs of a Tamiya.
Memoirs of a Tamiya. Oh God. I'm just thinking like the Memoirs of a Geisha, but it's like just a chick from Boston.
Memoirs of a Tamia.
Memoirs of a Tamia. Wicked awesome. Great movie. Very relatable.
Memoirs of a Tamia.
Yeah, Memoirs of a Tamia. Just have freaking Mark Wahlberg in there too.
That'd be a funky bunch. Do you remember A World Without Good Vibrations? See, can't, and so we have to thank Mark Wahlberg for that.
Yeah.
I didn't know Mark Wahlberg was a Beach Boy.
I'm more talking about the good vibration. Deep, 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 deep.
Oh, that one.
Maybe they were trying to recreate the Beach Boys for a modern audience back in the 30 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, they try to they like it's not like the early like 20s or the 40s where like television was in its infancy, so they had to make new stuff, so they had to have creative doing it. Now there's like so much stuff that's good and not good, so they're like, oh, let's do this, but different and new.
So I remember 20 years ago when they talked about being in the modern era, and then we were in modernity, and then around 05, 08, it was like, we're in post-modernity now. It's like, how can you call something post-modernity? And then now here, like 15 years later after that, we're for modern audiences again. Like the cycle of what is modern, what is postmodern, what is pre-modern, or is it all happening now? I don't know.
That's a good question there, Punk Waddle. You should ponder about it.
I will, but first I need to find a charger for my phone. I'll be right back.
Okay, buddy.
So I just wanted to briefly, maybe I should wait till Punk Waddle comes back because I feel like, he would be able to contribute to this. But briefly, I'll just touch on it so I'm going to revisit it later maybe. But basically, yeah, so Tamiya extra thin cement, but then they got, they're both extra thin? Oh, yeah, quick setting. That's the difference. So basically, this one is pretty mild. It, doesn't make a lot of fumes. It's almost like a cement that's mixed with, paint thinner or something. But this one here makes super strong fumes, and what's even crazier, worse, is I had it on top of my VCR, and the VCR gets a little warm, so the bottle is warm. So if I open this bottle, the vapors are going to be a very affluent.
I bet you have the VCR that plays almost everything.
This one is just a regular forehead VCR, and it's unfortunate. This one I have to lubricate because when I'm fast forwarding, it makes this god awful noise, but I have no choice now because my other VCR my other trusty VCR got hit with a power surge, and so I'm relegated to using this one. However, this one's, otherwise works well, so I'm willing to give it that level of service. I'm petting it.
That's pretty
good. VCR. And I haven't used it in a year, but because the clock display is on, what internal, transformer is on, it does generate a little bit of heat. So I probably...
Right. Here I go. I'm making the X-Wing.
Oh, finally. So it's no longer an I-Wing. But yeah, so I don't put... That's why it's really bad to put these glues on top of the VCR because it generates heat. Maybe I should get a asbestos rag or something and just use it as a shield. I'll investigate that someday over a rainbow.
It's an X.
But I really wanted to find that because the cement, the thin cement, because this thin cement is the reason, and I'll actually say something, oh, you're in full screen mode, which is okay. That's cool. You are the show, or at least your X-Wing is the show today. No. I wasn't trying to be. I wasn't really being sarcastic, but I'll show it really quickly. So why I like the thin
It's all
timing
right.
of cement.
What you got to do, otherwise you will not stop talking.
Yeah, ouch. But yeah, I mean, I take these two half parts and see that they're completely seamless. And so I couldn't imagine finishing my javelin unless I had this on hand. And you know, like 3 weeks ago, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna come through with the parts all snipped and I'm gonna assemble it on stream. And that was impossible without this, at least to the level of quality that I demand. And that is all I've got to say about that.
All right. Shoot. I was hoping for a 20-minute tirade, but hey, we only got a 2-second.
I mean, you're building an X-wing in your your shipyards, and I just thought that was more important to you. You know, like.
Oh, it's that one. You know, you're the one who's like, it's an I-wing. I was like, don't worry, we'll make the X. So it was a bit that you wanted to see anyway. So.
Heck yeah! Well, we got the X now, right?
X marks the spot.
X marks the wing, my boy.
My wingman says that.
My wingman.
I hope we get the technology in like not too many decades to like make an animatronic punk waddle that I could like maybe have bring me to a bar, or I could take him to a bar, and he could be my wingman. And maybe the real punk waddle could like robo operate it remotely, like issue voice microphone, like talking to it, and the speaker would be like just your real voice coming out of like an animatronic puppet that's like 2 feet tall in a bar. I mean, I think the girls would love it, and it would freak people out. I'd put the dude I put it on a bar stool, and like, hey guys, how you doing? I got a ponderance for you. I just think it'd be awesome. I could dream.
But in a booth in the back of the bar,
the
punk waddle, the puppet, is operating the controls for the animatronic. Like, hey, where's Punk? I'm back over here. What? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, the little penguin talking into the friggin' microphone of the penguin.
That could be hilarious. The penguin meta is real.
The penguin meta is real.
All right, let's get this straightened out. Oh yeah, so I was just saying briefly that I would bring this up because I feel like this is, potentially your jam as well as anyone. So I was just saying that, like, I really wasn't interested in continuing working on my new javelin. Where's the old javelin? Until I had this, because this stuff here, it's just like that's how I get the complete look that I'm comfortable with, especially with this really low grade model. So. Without this, I can't get these panel lines to blend like this, So I was really upset that I couldn't find it, but I'm glad I found it.
Yes. The fumes are not the fun part there, Buckies. Oh.
No, this one doesn't have bad fumes. This one has bad fumes. This is the extra thin quick setting one because it's got a different chemical in there that allows it to quick set. And so while this one is actually one of the more milder cements on the market, this one here isn't. And I left it on top of my VCR. And when the VCR is plugged in and left idle, it still emits heat, especially now that the ambient temperature is getting a little warmer outside. So I had this on top of a warm VCR, and the bottle was warm to the touch. And when you open it up, the vapors that are already very strong from this particular product would be much stronger just by virtue of the the thermal coefficient. I made that up, but no, jokes aside, seriously, the heat would, I think, make the. Let's try it out. I'm not even putting my head near it, but I know I'm going to smell it any second now.
Should probably have some ventilation there, sir.
It's actually not that strong right now. I'm sure it'll catch up on me.
Nose blind to it.
Maybe it's because I had a cold recently. I'm actually a little, disappointed here. Let's see, maybe I got to paint something with it.
Yeah, Bucky, we're a little concerned, but it's probably not the first time.
I did it from my window.
That's a good start. Bucky Bucky's Crafting. Sorry, I don't have to call you Bucky. I'll give you the one.
I mean,
Has a good question
Old
here.
titled for Punk Waddle. My goodness, how insensitive.
You're right,
Gosh.
but
Read
yes,
the screen name proper.
a great question that is posed by Bucky's Crafting is: are there any particular brands you prefer or avoid when it comes to models?
Probably the Pamela Anderson and what's that? Any Instagram influencer, because they're really not real models, you know. Like a lot of girls on social media today, they think that if they just take pictures in their underwear, they become models. But you know, that's not really the case. So I'd say those are the brands of models that I've. Oh, you mean model kits?
Yeah.
I mean, I basically avoid the ones that are completely unpainted up until recently, because when I was a kid, I could not paint the completely unpainted ones. I didn't know where to begin. But nowadays, I'm more adventurous. But how about you guys?
Well, I think one can say that we all, as far as Bandai and model kits go, Bandai is tried and true. They've been around for a long time.
That's true.
They're
Tried.
Yes, their kits are well tooled. They snap together well. You don't need glue. Now, there is something to be said at high grade versus master grade and color correction stickers. Some are terrible. Some are better than that. Some of the P Bandais are based on models from like 20 years ago. Like Pale Rider looks awesome, but the amount of stickers it takes, and they have the Hades version or regular version, it's just a nightmare. But they're cool kits. Have you guys done any Kotobukiya kits?
Is that the one with the,
It's
like,
been
the
on my
animals?
radar, but I have not yet.
I have frame arms. Yeah, I have a frame arms that I haven't built yet.
Is that the one that you showed me during the time that you joined me on a live stream for me to tell you about the doomed expedition?
It's possible.
It was like you showed me this, like it was like a model kits where like there was like these these animal creatures.
No. That was a different. That was
Got you. Okay, something else. Yeah, okay, I got you.
I haven't built those, but I'm interested in those too. There's some third party stuff that even in the last 10 years have gotten a lot better, and just other things.
Some of them are like god near better than Bandai.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's like how much do I want to invest, you know? And everyone likes brand names, so
Yeah. But like some of the guys like the Zachary Aurelius, he does some Kotobuki and other stuff. He now is in Florida, more connected with the USA Gundam store, so he'll do some reviews on other stuff they're promoting as well, and different, not just Bandai or Kotobukiya brands, which is pretty fun. And then I think there's a few other brands that like some of the
oh good, I got it.
Like Musume girls and stuff like that.
There's some of them are great looking, and other ones are kind of gaudy, kind of uncanny.
Yeah, and then what is it? There's this one that's been hopping up on my radar lately. They have Mecha Musume girls, like the Chinese Zodiacs, but they also like the ATK and I think something else. Because they're the ATK girls, but I think that's the same people that did a couple Mega Man X styles that were really cool. Really seemed to be good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Some have a little bit more flash and a little bit more work. I've never worked a resin kit. I don't know if these guys have.
I have not worked a resin kit. Mostly plastic.
I mean,
snap a little bit. I heard they snap a little different, but
resin don't necessarily snap. Sometimes you have to glue, but they're bad for you, so you have to wear a mask and you have to sand them. And you have to be way more intentional. And
resin's not really good. Plastic's not good to breathe either, but it doesn't it doesn't atomize as heavy as plastic, or
Yeah.
as plastic doesn't atomize as heavy as resin,
Right.
and resin is a little let's call it cancerous.
Yeah.
So that's why people tell you to wear a mask when you're okay.
Have fans and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they also tell that for paint, and paint's not terrible to breathe in. Well, certain paints are god awful to breathe in, but we don't have we don't have to use those kind of paints on model kits. The model
Mhm.
kit paints are fine to breathe. I wouldn't like just huff it, but yeah, I used to paint real toxic freaking paint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they were going on freaking aircraft that were,
Yeah.
you know, they were going on real aircraft.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I found it.
You found
I thought
what?
I lost this runner, but I did not.
Oh, well, congratulations. Want to share it with the class?
Sure. I'm trying to remember how this goes. Oh yeah, there we go.
You know, they also say what the puppeteers had, back in the day when they were working in their puppet places and they didn't have good ventilation, all the glues and stuff that they had going on, like the Mad Hatters.
Yeah. That stuff can get kind of hoo-hoo.
Mm-hmm.
I totally see them just getting a little on the toxic end, and then it's, yeah,
Yeah.
I can totally see that.
Yeah, it's cool when you can share your to Buggy's Craft. You're talking about getting back in, or talking about painting, D&D minis, but also said her and the hubby want to get into building models and painting them. And yeah, to be able to share hobbies with somebody who's also as excited, is always a fun thing.
Oh yeah.
I'll one day maybe I'll get better at trying to paint, but I should get back into making some once in a while.
Yeah. She get nipping and nagging. It's okay.
I think I told you this, but I know that pre-washing your models before you even do anything is kind of silly, but at the same time, it's just I've gotten so used to rinsing off the just even a little bit of molding and residue is just making that plastic feel squeaky clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like it holds better when you're cutting it and when you're trimming it down. Yeah. I hate it when like there's so many different kinds of plastic and types of plastic. And that's the other thing is Bandite and P Bandite and you go back 10, 15, 20 to 30 years and the kind of plastic they're using for the inner frame
The
versus
literal no grades.
yeah. And some of the colors, depending on the grade of plastic, have really bad stress marks even if you cut it really clean. Like
Yeah.
some of the oranges and blues and stuff like that. And then some of them are real just smooth as butter, a little bit more flexible, a little bit more push and give. But when you're working on a decently grade model and it's with the people who are going to buy it are going to take the time to be delicate with it, you can really tell the difference.
Yeah. So 21, 31.
Yeah, James mold release. Soy-based oil. See, that's why I have to wash it off. I don't need soy on my Gundam.
Why, certainly.
Yeah, I usually use like I can find. It's hard to find in the stores any bit more, but like the Dial Basic or the dish soap that doesn't have all the degreasers, which is a
Okay.
really gentle, really diluted water. Kind of soak them and rinse them off.
Oh,
Do
like
a
the
quick-
Dawn soap?
yeah, that's what I mean. The Dawn, but like the real super gentle.
Yeah, you
Because
want a real gentle.
if you, I've always felt like if you use the 50-time degreaser, it like pulls the grease off, but it has all that chemical and all that slickness that like you have to rinse it off 50 more times just to get off all the residue from the soap you just washed off. It's very confusing and problematic.
Yeah, but that means it worked good.
Yeah.
It got under there. It stood there, but got under there at least.
Yeah. But I mean, for plastic models that I didn't bake in the oven with my lasagna.
Oh, you baking with your lasagna? My goodness. What's going on, James?
Tiberius Kirk.
Tiberius Kirk.
Yeah, I used the double sink and I'd let them rinse in warm water and then kind of brush them down and rinse them off and then let them dry overnight. And then I'd start them on the next day. I like the simple things in life.
Yeah. Simple people.
Simpletons.
Yes. A lot of simple. Don't know if they're a ton, but they're simple.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I guess it's only if they're metric that they can be a ton.
Oh, I feel like this is not right. Well, that is really on there, isn't it? I like how it's on there, but I also don't like how it's on there because I need it off. Luckily, the problem I can...
You're making some good progress for this nip and nag.
I am, but I think I goofed up a wee bit.
Oh no.
There we go. That's not bad. I just need to take this piece off.
That's another thing I like a Bandai. As long as you're really there's sometimes they snapped in really well, but usually if they
There we go.
really gentle, you can unsnap them and snap them back in without ruining it.
Yeah. Got these pieces upside down.
Oh no.
They fit. But they need to go the other way.
Mm-hmm.
So that means I have them not upside down, but also kind of backwards too. You fit like this.
Upside down and inside out.
Inside out, upside down. So they kind of droop down. So when I put it back on, it locks in the right place. See that little gap right there? See how it's now flush?
Yeah. I hear you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I had it upside down and it just looks odd. And this is going to be covered up too. So it's literally like, oh, a little funky. But yes, it will look funky, but also the pieces that I put on top of it will not fit. So it's like, oh no, this cannot work like that because
So I was only half paying attention, but those are actually red plastic on the nose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just yeah, most of it's just kind of like off-white gray, like literally everything, except for the clear panels, which is these bits. We got a couple missiles that are going. They've got a little display of the Death Star butthole. The shaft. That both sounds nasty, dirty, whatever. Okay, anyways,
the swamp rat. What?
Yeah.
I've been out there shooting them no swamp rats since I was a knee-high grasshopper.
That's right.
I'm Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm a country boy who can shoot a bullseye womp rat.
Yeah.
T-75. Skyhopper. That's right. The T-75 Skyhopper. They shoot womp rats all the time. You heard?
I mean, that line makes him sound more backwoods probably than he does in the rest of the movies.
Yeah, like the whole like that one line is like, oh, he is a country boy. Okay. Right now he just sounds like a whiny Californian kid, which that's who Mark Hamill is, but
well, yeah.
He was an early actor.
He was typecast.
He's also an alien in Sequest DSV.
Was he?
Yeah.
Still probably for voice actors iconic. I mean, I don't know if anybody could do the Joker more iconically than him.
Yeah, maybe not. Who knows?
Well, I should say this: somebody might do a good Joker, but anybody trying to imitate Tim would be prone to fail because he did that so well.
Yeah, he did that one. There might be another one that works out really good. Joker. But that's just the one we kind of got with the freaking memorable that was the
animated
Batman animated series, you know?
Yeah. I grew up on that one.
Me too.
That was a decent cartoon.
It was.
I like the episode when he's fighting the supercomputer and there's a giant DVD disc and it rolls over and it nearly crushes him.
Bom, bom, bom.
No.
Okay, I don't think this part needs that much attention to detail. No, just making a judgment call here, right? Like this does not need a lot of like attention, right?
What is it?
It's this.
I mean,
like it doesn't. I don't even think it's painted.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I did it backwards. There we go.
You guys have been putting your models together backwards.
Sometimes we read it wrong.
Oh, I've done it plenty of times. I'm just not the one putting it together, so you can't call me out on it right now.
That's true.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I can't even read.
I can't read the jokes, though. Joke's on you.
Yeah.
I suppose it is.
Yeah. It's possible.
I'm not doing painting today, but I do intend on doing like a quality airbrushing with the marker gun.
Yeah, I did say this is going to be a real quick build.
Is it almost over or is it done?
No, there's still a bunch of pieces, but it's going by pretty fast.
Yeah.
I'm already on 7, and I think there's like maybe 10 steps to it. Maybe 11. So.
No, there was one mistake. One mistake was that go on.
I was gonna say Bucky's crafting, talking about how Anakin was a redneck too because he built a pod racer, and I mean Luke was that kind of nerdy one because when you meet Luke, he's like, I was putting these droids taking apart and putting it back together. So he just seems like a techno nerd. And then he's like, oh, well, I guess being a nerd.
He wanted to go to Watachi Station or whatever to pick up power converters. Like, who the heck goes like, oh man, I wanted to pick up power converters. Like, what does that even mean? Is that like, oh, let's go to Best Buy and pick up some AC power adapters? Yeah.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what a power converter is though, so maybe it's actually something cool.
I don't know what it is either, so I
But
don't know.
I mean, where we come from, power converter is like a power inverter, maybe, or something that converts AC to DC. Something like that. Like, that's what I call a power converter. So it's like, it's like why do you need to pick up multiple power converters? Like it's one thing to say, oh, I need to pick up batteries or something, but like power converters, oh, are these like perishable items? Like, do they wear out? Is that why you need to get more? Like, what's
He
wrong with the
needs
ones?
he got the wrong plug, so he needs just the conversion.
Oh, so he's just saying he didn't really know his craft, and now he's got to waste more time going to the station to pick up more power parts when he should have just gotten the right one in the
maybe he
first
got
place.
an item cheap on the Star Wars. The job was they got him some like really cheap, cool trinket or whatever.
Yeah.
But it runs on different power, so he needs to get power converter.
That's a good point. Yeah, I shouldn't be hard on Luke like that.
Because
I mean, he's
Jawas, they do help third market.
Yeah, he probably had some really good stuff, but it's like it's not all compatible. But this is good stuff. I just gotta figure. I gotta, splice it all down and make it work, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can respect that. You know what? I take back the mean things I just said.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to be mean until Luke until he drinks the blue milk.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Actually, yes, you're right. That is a good point. And if there's anyone to be mean to prior to that, who would it be? I can't think right now. Brain is cloudy, just like Cloud City. So, do you know what I'm doing right now?
It's probably Greedo. I'd be mean to Greedo.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, like, he's showing up collecting. I mean, he's kind of doing a job collecting that bounty. But Han's like, look, man, I got Jabba. Just let me finish my current job, and I'll bring the money to him. He's like, nah. This is it. Yeah, highway and the byway.
Yeah, that's right. It's like what we're doing right now. I'm gonna shoot you. Han's like, no, don't shoot me.
That should be about right. I just want to make sure it's not crooked because I've had on the previous model I had some rocket funnels that were like not lined up straight, like they were a little crooked, and then I had to like fix them in post. Well, not post. I had like, kind of file them down. So before I put the cement on, I want to make dawn. Oh, here we go. We can see like a little overstepping right here. You see how like one side is like kind of moving forward, so the right side is like maybe it's not that big of a deal. But nah, I want perfection, man. I'm like the Borg, perfection. Now set it down.
Well, when the odds are about 7 of 9, it's perfection is something to be desired. I need to find one more power cord. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, now you're getting power converters.
He's getting power converters. I'm telling him not to buy freaking chargers, but from the Ewoks.
Kids these days.
I mean, Gator buys freaking chargers from the Ewoks. He almost caught a freaking house fire.
That's funny. I was learning about that yesterday. It was like, it's like sometimes the cheap chargers are fine, but then it's like, you want the one with the chip that regulates the voltage when you're putting it in a car, because whenever you start that car, you're getting like a voltage spike. And it sounded to me like that if you want to be cheap about chargers, you could do it, but you should probably like unplug the charger before starting the car.
Interesting.
So while the other cement had a strong smell, this cement smells like bananas.
Ooh, bananas. It smells like bananas and pretty girls. Yeah.
That's bananas, man. Yeah, luckily I think the paint will obfuscate any minor errors on this.
That's good.
Okay, I'm so considerate. I want the viewers to be able to see the details that I can see. So I actually manually override my camera's exposure settings to give your viewers, your beloved viewers, the best viewing experience that I can possibly deliver.
Oh god, they have to see more of you.
No, just my hand in this little plastic thing. But in the best lighting possible, in the best light possible. Ooh, I'm in black and white. It's the honeymooners. Okay, well, just my
so
hand.
Nice earlier. Why isn't it not fitting good now?
Gamma. Okay, I'll stop. Just get this to the right setting.
There we go. That's better. All right, so now I need this piece, the cockpit. Do.
Huh.
That's probably Punkwell.
That was me.
Oh, that was you. Oh yeah, Punkwell's muted.
Unless Punkwell was sending me a text message, which would be strange because he doesn't even have my number. I mean, there's Discord.
That's okay. I gave it to him.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And Ronnie's like, how did you get my number then?
Well, you know, I'm probably listed or some shit, you know.
It's true.
Like, after you're on so many people's, like, Facebook list or you have, like, you know, boomer family members, like, it's like, I'm getting freaking, like text messages from these political groups, and I'm like, it could be because, like, the phone plan used to be a family plan. That might be why.
Yeah.
Or maybe someone literally signed me up for some shit. Or,
That's the one thing they don't want to tell you. It's like, how'd you get my number? We just want to ask you a few questions. Like, no. How'd you get my number?
Let me ask you a question.
It's like, how did you get my number? Why don't you want to answer me?
And like I would send a stop message to the text ones, but then like sometimes I would just get like I would just start like cursing like mother again. I was like write this like tirade on them and like type like please effing stop fucking send it. I did not effing sign up. Like it would just be me like venting on a text message to a probably nobody.
Yeah.
My dad likes to tell me if they call again, he's call. Oh, my dad likes to tell them if they call again, he's calling the police.
There you go.
That's an option, yeah.
Yeah. They'll still call.
Well, you know, like some people know their rights, know the law, you know, so they know what they can and can't get away with, what you know others can and can't do. And it's like it's funny, like you know, like there's so many things like that go on that people can get in trouble for, but then like when a scam is perpetrated on them, they'll be like, oh, yeah, no, we don't have the extradition law on that or some shit, and it's like, actually, that's a different case because usually that's people's own stupidity. But what was the one I saw?
Well, it's an either or, okay.
Well, it could be both. The scammers could be evil and people could be dumb, but...
Oh, no, I was talking about the piece I have here.
Oh. Oh, it's an either or. Okay, that's good. Which part? Is it a missile launcher or something?
Choose either a blank or a blank. Either this piece or that piece.
It's going to shoot blanks, I see. Okay. I guess it's safer that way when you have an X-Wing that it's shooting blanks. You don't have to worry about hurting anybody. Okay.
That's either the piece that like opens and closes, so you can kind of open it up.
I
Or you
see
can
a
have the piece
canopy.
that's kind of like down. So I'll just have it. I'll just have this one down. I'll use this one later.
And I'm Hugh Downs.
Down,
And this
down.
is 2020.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yes, hey back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
We have
I did back.
The waddle of punk has returned.
Waddle.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna gripe about?
What you gonna grab about, Waddle?
When you find something that works great and then you can't find it again because they upgraded the model.
They don't have it, or the store that you go to normally didn't replace it in stock. So, yeah, I hate that.
Well, like, I think I said this a while ago, but there was a controller for my Switch third party that I really liked. And they started not having them, and then now, okay, they do have some more in stock. They didn't have any in stock for a minute, so I was sad because, how do I put this? I'm sad because it seems like it's going out of style, and it seems like they're not going to have many left. And
I remember that. There was
they have. Sorry, sorry. I'm looking at it online, and there's a couple more left in stock. But like I bought one that's very similar, and it's like the upgraded model, but it's just like it's just a little bit heavier, and the weighting is just a little bit different. So the one that I've used for like 4 or 5 years, and that one just feels just a little bit off. It makes me sad.
That does sound sad. There used to be a gamepad for the Xbox called the Logitech Precision Wireless Controller, and I was lucky to get like a new one on eBay like in the past like few years, but like like even the last one I bought had like a messed up joy, had drift, and I had to fix the stick drift, which I was able to do, but it just there was a time where you could buy those brand new, and I remember 10, 12 years ago, I did buy a couple of brand new, like where I'd order them on eBay, or I'd go to Best Buy when they were still there, and like I'd have it in nice little clamshell plastic. So those are pretty cool. And those are controllers that, like, when I play the OG Xbox, even though the S-type controller is fine, it's a wired gamepad, and it's like the Logitech controller is probably one of the it's just a darn good wireless gamepad for the old Xbox.
Yeah. Okay.
And just like I'm accustomed to using it, it feels good in the hand. All those things. So I can see where the weight characteristics changing could be annoying. What brand is it? Because well, actually, you don't tell us what brand, because then we'll order all of them, and then you won't be able to find any. But jokes aside, like I'm using the Pro controller. I bought it, like I got it for like $50, maybe like $57 at like GameStop as an open item. Or I ordered it from GameStop.com as an open item, and it just so happened to like be one that was in good condition. So I've been pretty happy with that. Like, it's got a very good battery life. The only thing I hate about Switch controllers, which applies to all of them anyway, so it's not like you can get away with it, is that they didn't like do like variable sensitivity on the triggers, and they don't have analog buttons like the PlayStation 2 gamepad. So racing games, I just don't like driving games on the Switch for the most part, because like you can't vary the pressure on the gas or brake.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotcha.
I don't know how they have the most popular racing game of all time, but they do.
Yeah, that one kind of makes more sense, because Mario Kart always played that way. But you would think that like they would at least like maybe think about going a step further. And I did investigate, because I think there is a steering wheel you can buy for Mario Kart, and that Mario, I'm trying to remember, does it have gas pedals?
I think it may.
Because like that might do the variable sensitivity thing, but I wouldn't quote myself on that. But I did try looking into it. It was like it wasn't like clearly stated anywhere, and I was just trying to find like a definitive yes, this does work. But also it's one of these things where it's like they have the Japanese version, and then you got the American version. It's like I got confused.
Fair enough.
Okay, cool. It's an officially nip and nag. How do we know this? Because I lost a piece. I quickly found it, though. I did find it.
That's
So we're good.
better. That's better than
not finding it as is the norm.
Yeah. It's true.
Japan or Nippon?
Nippon.
Nippon Nag.
Nippon
Nippon
nag.
Nag.
Nippon nag. Japanese kits.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Fit. There we go.
An awesome one says, my batteries die instantly on my Xbox controller. I use a rechargeable pack and just plug it in most times.
That's the way to do it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Bucky's Crafting is going to hit the hay. So yes, indeed. Good night, Bucky's Crafting.
Well, hit the hay. Hopefully you got a good bit of the carnigan done.
And only Salty Traveling Sea had the good sense to say good night first.
Did he say good night?
Not the good sense, I mean the kindness.
The kindness.
And hello, Salty Traveling Sea. And have a good night, buddy.
Salty Traveling Sea.
I don't think you understand how excited I am to get, hopefully getting the another backup of the controller that I thought I'd never have again.
Yeah. I can respect that. A good gamepad is, is a valuable, a precious commodity.
Yeah.
Now, question is, like, do you still have a primary that works well?
So it's okay. So basically, I had this, and then it broke, and so I got the later model, like I said, which is a little heavier, and it has a few advanced options, but I like this older model better because, like I said, it's lighter. It just feels a little bit more comfortable in the hands. It's weighted the weight is distributed a little bit differently. It's great for Mario Kart and Fortnite.
Okay. Wow.
It's also, the other thing is, being a penguin, I have small hands, so it's a little bit smaller than the regular Nintendo controller, so it's just easier to maneuver.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped the part, but it went here.
Yeah. And you're like, no. Oh. Silly goose. I hate it when I don't see a step.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh no, do I have to unbuild it? Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, how much do I have to unbuild? A lot. Like, dang it.
Been playing, the Salty says, been playing Witcher 3 on harder settings and going after all the special armors, treasure in parentheses, F. Pedwood. Huh?
I love that game. I probably played it like 3 times. The last time I did play it on really hard mode, and I was like, wow, this game is a lot tougher than I thought it was. And obviously, I was like, yeah, no shit, you're playing on the hardest mode.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that game is a beautiful game. It's a fun game.
Still never played it. Maybe I should buy it. Maybe see if I've already bought. I'll check and see if I've already bought it.
Yeah,
I might
that's a
have
good one.
bought it used already for Xbox or something.
I see. So you might have a physical media item laying around.
Well, when you go around and see like the used GameStops or not GameStops, but used game stores, and you check it out, and every now and then, depending on what city you're in, what region, there's some cool stuff for cheap. Like I wanted to like Fallout 4, and I bought it for like $4, but I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I never got into Fallout, but the lore seemed some of the lore seemed interesting.
Yeah. Well, at least if I go watch the Amazon show, I won't be disappointed with how off-candid it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, if Salty says it's a good game, I guess I'll have to double check because I'm sure I can
It's a
find
good game. I will say,
cheap
I
version.
played the heck out of it. Like,
well, Salty and Snacks both say.
yeah, we both say it's good because it is.
Oh, I could get it on PS5 for $20. Oh, wait, that's not right.
There we go.
Maybe.
Okay. Put the pilot down. And then I put this bit in.
$20. Game of the Year version. Is Game of the Year version the same as Complete Edition?
I don't know.
Well, it is Bandai Namco, so that's also a good thing.
Man, I hate when I touch the glue and then I touch the side of the model and then the glue makes like a rough spot on the model. I mean, the plastic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. My hands were soft. Now I touch glue. No, they are not soft no more.
Oops. I'm gonna do some ASMR today.
There you go.
And I'm gonna brush your hair so you should wear headphones.
Oh yeah.
Just
pretend I'm getting my hair all brushed by Ronnie G. Oh, thank you.
I might have to leave if this keeps up.
Yeah. So, okay, it's not real ASMR unless I have a second microphone to give us some stereo separation. So, even though my microphone has a 2-channel mode, it turns out it doesn't actually give you 2 channels on both sides of the coil, which is very disappointing because I was actually looking forward to doing some like parody ASMR videos the proper way, but I'm not really interested in buying one of those stupid ear microphones. Or someone's like, or someone's using the barf emoji.
Yeah. Somebody posted today that apparently Lizzo is not quitting music. Lizzo is quitting giving negative energy. Give attention.
That's stupid. That's stupid.
Well, I wonder how much energy you could generate anyway.
I don't know, it depends.
I mean, maybe she could help with the energy crisis or whatever, you know? She's got enough mass. I mean, maybe we can get the proper nuclear fusion ignition to work because remember, ground-based fusion reactors don't have the mass of the sun. It's almost impossible to replicate. I mean, it basically is impossible to replicate the gravitational, the mass and the density of the sun on Earth, since by nature of being the Earth, we are not the sun. But Lizzo could perhaps bridge the gap and allow the fusion physicists to have enough mass at the center of that ignition to have a sustainable nuclear fusion reaction.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Doc Ock. Just meet Lizzo. Solve all the problems. Hook the processor up to the hyperdrive.
Hook her up to the hyperdrive. And yeah, she was already in Star Wars, so I mean, it's not a stretch.
She was already in Star Wars. Oh God.
Salty suggests, put Lizzo in CERN and set it for extra crispy.
I love Blackjack. I don't want him in my Star Wars, though. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, he was also doing the Bowser thing.
Lloyd would be okay in Star Wars. Also, he's a big name, too. So I'm like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's all these people and big names.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, it's like, do I want you in my Star Wars?
In the Star Wars and the Star Wars.
Well, I mean, he's already time traveled to a galaxy far, far away a long time ago. So, I mean, technically, it could have just been the Doc. Could work on more theories later.
Yeah, he's not Rick Sanchez, even though that character is 100% freaking Rick and Morty.
Yeah, he's interesting. I like that alcoholic doctor.
Yeah, Doc Brown, the alcoholic Doc Brown. Yeah.
I see why some people have an issue with the show, but I thought the show was pretty decent. Like I avoided watching it because I thought it was overrated because I saw like anytime I mentioned some physics crap, they're like, oh, it's just like Rick and Morty. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then my boy said he didn't want to watch it, and he had a coworker he didn't like really want to watch it because they watched it, but then another coworker's like, nah, man, even though that guy, you don't like that guy, trust me, you got to watch it, and then he liked it, so they're all right. My boy likes it, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, I mean, fun show. It's true though. The media and how the media is introduced to you really has affected how you,
sometimes, yeah.
How you process the media. Sometimes something's so good or so terrible it like transcends, and you can just process it and understand what it is right off the bat. Some things are just made that well.
Yeah, I have some coworkers are like did not like Godzilla -1. I'm just like, how do you not like it? How do you not like it? It's a perfect movie. And you're like, there's too much humans. I'm like, what the heck are you? That's the best part. I don't want human stuff in my Godzilla movie. I'm like, okay.
I can understand there have been Godzilla movies that had too much humans in it, but you know, they're part of.
Like, it's a story about human. Yes, that's what it's supposed to be about. It's about society's reaction to the monster.
It sounds like they want to watch Sentai.
And they didn't like freaking. I bet they didn't like Shin Godzilla if they had seen it at all. Because that is also. All right. Where's 9? Continue to 9. Where's 9?
Did you guys both see Godzilla -1?
I have not gone to the theaters in quite a long time.
Have you seen it on any of the media?
No.
Okay. First time I went to the theater in a while was last. I haven't seen -1. I'm a little upset that I didn't see -1, but I was just like kind of too lazy at the time to drag myself out. But I decided to do it for Dune, and then that was the day I came home and it was like sick as a dog. But I was already the cold was already brewing. But you know, Dune was if I wasn't like in the middle of a headache, I would have enjoyed it more. It was okay. I mean, I enjoyed it, but like having a headache and sitting in like the second row of IMAX and looking up on that boxy screen, like, you know, like that's just not quite pleasant. But I would have been way more tolerant of it probably if I didn't have a headache, you know. But I enjoyed it. The popcorn was good, and I bought my own snacks, so that was cool.
I'm sure it was.
And I asked the guy to my right if he was left-handed or right-handed, and then like afterwards though, like it didn't matter because like even though like he said he was right-handed, and I put my hand in the right side, you know, of the soda compartment. I tried putting it in the left side for a minute, then another person sat to my left, so I put it back in the right. But then the whole time I was using my left hand to grab the soda that was to my right. So I negated the logic of my initial question. Like I was asking if he's right-handed or left-handed. He's okay, if you're left-handed, I'll use the left cup holder so that you can use the left cup holder. But it turned out that even though I'm right-handed, I was using my left hand to pick up my own soda. So like, I don't know, I just thought it was kind of ironic. And
trying to be courteous, but you're just being stupid.
Yeah.
Being ironic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ironic.
So yeah, that happened. But let's see. Like, I hope they do another Godzilla movie because I would like to see Godzilla on an IMAX. That would be cool. I mean, like, it probably like I mean, people's heads look like they're Godzilla sized already on the screen. So Godzilla's got to like, I don't know, maybe be like a my size Barbie or something.
Go Godzilla.
I think they all come out with another Godzilla movie, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, so maybe I'll have. There's hope I can see a Godzilla movie on the IMAX.
Yeah.
Because I want to experiment on IMAX. Now that I used to have a theater down the block, and like a month after I saw my first 4DX movie, that shit closes, and I'm pissed because like I usually like take a bike ride down the block and like see a 4DX movie. Like I would have made that into a new habit, like just like smoking crack, you know, and like like as you would do, and
that's my favorite. That's my favorite habit, smoking crack.
I'm not concerned about your habits.
It's a weight loss plan.
It's a weight loss plan. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Ronnie understands.
Mm-hmm. Noted.
So yeah, yesterday because I was just like all messed up and I didn't go to work on Sunday. My days were like just I was I didn't remember what day it was. So I thought today, like last night, I thought today was Wednesday, and I was like, oh I got to remember to tune into Floral tomorrow night, and then I realized today was Tuesday. And I go, oh, okay, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Gotta get ready for the March Madness. Who are the contenders? Who's gonna win? We'll find out soon.
Oh, okay. Is that from the showdowns?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, in honor of March Madness, he does the YouTuber showdowns.
That's how that works. Yeah, got you. That makes sense.
Yeah, I did that last year. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that.
This is the third year running because the first year I didn't have a puppet yet, or I wasn't, full-fledged yet.
Ah, yeah, you were just essentially just
like me.
Well, how you are now, yeah.
It was my idea. No, I'm kidding. I remember one time thinking to myself.
It was Ronnie's idea.
Well, I remember one time thinking to myself, I was like, oh, Punk Waddle should make a puppet of a penguin or something. And then like a week later, I see the fucking puppet for the first time. I'm like, mind blown. But I was like glad that this happened, and I never went up to you and was like, hey man, you should do this. It just happened. I mean, of course, I'm sure you guys coordinated amongst each other, but I was like, that's gangster.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking about it because he had done like 100 subs or whatever. Like, hey, I'll make a puppet. Whoever wins, and it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs actually won the puppet. And I said, what about doing a penguin puppet? He's like, maybe with the scraps I have around. And then we kind of joked more and worked together more. And then at some point, he's like, okay, I'm going to make you. I started kind of helping out the show. He's like, okay, I'm really going to make you a puppet. Like, Yeah, you can be part of the show.
And from then on forward, it was love. No, I don't know. Okay, that doesn't make sense.
Wait, what?
But I don't know. I was trying to say something romantic, but it didn't really work.
It was sweet. It was very sweet.
I feel like there's other things that would fit better in this context, but I appreciate the excitement that you bring to the table.
That fit just beautifully.
And from then on, the henceforward, you were part of the family.
Yes, I was under a rock forever and ever.
I think Mrs. Flu's character looks so pleasant with the funny, the friendly smile. I just think it looks so sweet whenever it comes on in the intro or the outro. It's like all like, just good happiness, And then the hair is very voluminous and somewhat iridescent depending on the lighting. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I mean, she's gonna go viral. She has gone viral. She is viral.
I mean, no matter how you say it, you're not really wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah. No. That's how not being wrong goes. It's true.
I mean, almost quite literally. Just that.
It's true. It's true. Yep. Don't lose that love and feeling. Julie's gone. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm attaching the landing gear, which I kind of like how the landing gear works.
Oh, completely off topic, but you know how we saw Shangri-La Frontier as Sword Art Online?
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Star Wars is was it Heroes of the Galactic or whatever?
Oh no, yeah. But did you hear that they officially announced a Gun Gale Online 2?
Okay.
So Sword Art Online alternative to Gun Gale Online. So the second season of Sword Art, there was in Gun Gale, but then it had its own spin-off that's some people just
I'm familiar with the anime, so I know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, for the people who aren't watching. But anyway,
true.
There is a season 2 with the pink-haired girl and her little P90 and her team. So, being that it's in the same universe but has nothing to do with, Kirito and Asuna and all that, could be interesting.
Yeah, could be interesting.
I wasn't too thrilled by the first one. Like, I watched it. It wasn't amazing, but it was kind of fun. It was enough interesting to watch at the time, so, yeah.
That's cool. And these two sub pieces, they cover up the bottom.
Awesome one, enjoyed it.
I'm sure he did. He loved it. Sorry, I'm half focused on something else.
Yeah, you're good.
Whatever you're saying is very interesting. I love it. Please continue.
I'm very intrigued by what you have to say. What did you have to say? Okay. Riveting.
Not sure where these pieces go, but oh, those pieces are for that piece. Okay. Sweet. Makes me kind of want to build another one just so I can have one in flight mode and one in hangar bay mode. You know what I mean?
I mean, DJ Ryan knows exactly what you mean.
Huh?
Yeah.
Building multiples of one model because you like them so much.
Yeah,
In
sure
different
do.
poses.
Mhm.
Like one's configured a little differently.
That
Like
makes sense. Yeah.
Parts former, like you said, different configurations.
Yeah.
Like for me, partly it's just like trying to like hone the skill because like I still feel like a noob, and so I figure like, okay, I'll try different things on both of them and see if like I can improve upon the prior one, or like sometimes I wanted to paint something, but I used to think, oh, I'll paint it after I assemble it, and I'm like, no, you got to paint it before you assemble it. So that's why this thing is not together yet, because I'm going to paint it first, and things like that, but yeah, I can relate. Also, I just want a team because this guy can't go into combat alone. It's a grunt mobile suit. He'll be a
True.
dead man. Yeah.
Well, okay. So build fighters or try. I think it's one of the movies, but there's a couple GMs from that line that are just they have so many hard points and so many different little options, and it comes with 3 different GM heads. It's so versatile. So some of those that have those kind of different options to buy a few of those and just build your whole grunt army is kind of fun.
Yeah. You got some combinations, especially we've seen times where a Gundam, or like the ground Gundam from 08 gets a GM head, or you got the
Right.
EZ8. There's even the I was looking at like a Reddit post, and there was like a manga where like these guys had like a team of GMs, and they basically like made them look like Gundams, or they attached fake Gundam heads to them, or some wild shit like that, and then like the pilot kind of zoomed in on it and was like, wait a second. So I can see like a lot of like options there. Or even 0083, where like there was a couple mobile, at least one mobile suit I'm aware of that was like literally like an Axis kit bash.
Okay.
I think it's called a Dra C or the Drac.
Okay.
But I'm not sure, man. I'll be honest, like I've never seen a build fighter, so I probably just went off the reservation with that, with relation to what you were talking about. But
Fine.
briefly, I'll show you the Drac or the Dra C. And so what it is that you got these
Oh
legs
yeah,
here.
yeah.
And they're basically like propellant tanks or fuel tanks, and it's clearly like an improvisation, like of shit slapped together. Yeah, you got a shield, you got the Cyclops thing, and so it's like okay, it doesn't really need to walk on the ground. It needs thrusting, it needs fuel, and it does the things that you want your mobile suit to do.
Yeah, that's helpful. I like a functional mobile suit that does what it's supposed to do.
Exactly. And when you're on a budget or a pirate budget, this is what you need.
Yeah. Pirate budget.
There's a few good pirates in the Gundam universe.
Oh, yeah. Does that include the crossbone people?
Kinda, yeah, kinda. But
Like on the crossbone manga, I should say, not the crossbone people. But I would like to check out the crossbone manga.
I feel like some of it's not completely canon, but I like
Yeah.
Crossbone.
Yeah, Crossbone's good. I haven't I don't I was curious about Crossbones because everyone was talking about it, and I was like, "What's Crossbones?" And I go look at it, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, this is what it is." But I haven't
Because it's like the pilot of F-91, and I think the first Crossbone. Well, it's the same kind of technology that used in F-91. There's only like 4 or 5 Crossbones made, but then they're all hodgepodged and broken up and stolen, and they kind of have their own little stories over the years, and yeah. And there's like the anchor one that uses a ship anchor as one of its bludgeon weapons.
Ooh.
And then the Phantoms are kind of variations of the Gundams because they kind of have the X, but they're not exactly the crossbone, but they still kind of have the silver backpack.
I do like how the I'm probably gonna put it in flight mode though.
Nice.
The wing gear is pretty nice to have.
I mean, you're a fan of Gundam wings, so why wouldn't you want wings on other, displayed?
Also, they give you a nice little stand for it.
Okay. I really do appreciate a model kit that comes with a stand.
Yeah, that's why I was really happy with the Goof flight mode one. It came with a stand. I was like, yay! And it's a kit you have, so you can build that one. That's a fun build, I will say. When you do build it, eventually maybe, you'll be like, oh, this is a good build. I like this build.
Well, I do love the Goose. I do love the Goose a lot.
But just in general, it was a fun build. And it was a quick build, too.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like super complicated. Maybe because I built like a bunch of Goose, so I already know like what to do. But
it has some things to do with it.
What up, Real Wade Gaming Nation?
Oh, hey, Real Wade.
Hey, Real Wade.
Yeah.
I'm building Star Wars. Ronnie G is
that's right.
Lancer, whatever.
Yeah, doing the.
I forgot. We kind of called you out, but you weren't around last night on the Mech Pit chat, Ronnie, because Ironcaster was showing off some of the new Hasbro transforming turtle van that transforms into the turtles, and you can have there's a removable bandana top of the head, so you can kind of make it whichever one you want. And we were talking about all these cool turtles, and I was like, "Where's DJ Ronnie G?"
I was laying in my bed, just trying to, finish out my fever, just trying to get rid of the last of it. But today I realized that, I missed Mech Pit, and I was like, I should probably watch it to see what was on, because I usually do try to make it my business to be there every week, and so now that you mentioned that you guys are checking out turtle stuff, I will definitely have to check that out. I'm gonna add it to my playlist right now, so that I can see that and drop a kind comment. But no, jokes aside, that does sound fun, and I'm sorry to let anyone down, but I know you guys understand. Or you guys would understand, or if you knew that I was, under the weather.
Yeah.
But luckily I'm home free now. I feel like about $100 right now, and I figure by the end of the week I'll feel like $1 million.
That's good.
Wait, I thought our stream was Saturday night. Really, I'm confused.
I thought it was Friday night. Monday Mech Pit, that's what it's called. Mech Pit Ironcaster. Streamed 1 day ago. And look at that. Oh yeah, dude, I did see this. I forgot. So that's how effed up I was. I had it on my TV, and I didn't even remember watching it, but I do remember watching it because just now it's sort of literally Mecha Turtles, right? Like Teenage Mecha Turtles. I mean, I know it's not what it was, but I mean it kind of was, right? Am I? That they were like turtles in mech suits.
Yeah,
probably.
So I do remember seeing this, and I just I faded in and out of consciousness, and so yeah, I was like, this is really cool. I have to check this out, and I appreciate you reminding me, because I definitely do want to comment on this, because I mean, that's what I said to myself yesterday. I said, oh man, I can't stay up to finish this, but I was like, I need to comment on this. I mean, these aren't necessarily mechs, but just at a glance to my eyes, if I can just let's see, you got all these cool accessories. There we go. So it just reminded me of the Sigourney Weaver mech kind of, the thing from Alien.
I gotcha.
So yeah, I definitely could appreciate this, like a turtle mech. Jeebus, I mean, whew, heck yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Cowabunga in a robot voice. Cowabunga. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up.
Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga.
There's Raphael. He's got his.
I like burgers made out of cows.
Yeah, I think it is actually. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the bandana is interchangeable, like you were saying. And it's got real nunchucks. There's actually a chain there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. You got some katanas, but they're only. It looks like a one-size katana, which is not appropriate because anybody who watches Rurouni Kenshin or knows about samurai knows that they carry two lengths of swords. And
Well,
the
Leo
long one
always
is for
had the same. Leo's swords are always the same length.
Yeah. You're right, actually. Yeah, which as
And
a
he's
Ninja
not a
Turtle.
samurai, he's a ninja.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Get
both
it
got
right.
me. You got me.
Rurouni Kenshin.
I stand corrected.
Yeah. You've been corrected.
I'm gonna now put my head down in shame.
It's acceptable.
I do like Rurouni Kenshin though.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such good work, but I do have to take it off.
You're gonna take it off?
Yeah, I gotta
take it off.
These bits off because I am going to.
Oh yeah, so like Core Fighter versus X-Wing, who wins?
Who's piling? Is it Amuro versus Luke?
I mean, why not? You know what? I mean, new type and Force adherent Jedi. I mean, I feel like that's got to be somewhat comparably equal. And do we work under the assumption that the Force works in the fighting space that they're in? Because I mean, like, I think new type powers would probably work in other universes too. Unless the laws of those universes were distinctly different, but it's not unprecedented in Star Wars lore, and this might be more of a Legends thing or expanded universe thing. But in that particular set of lore, it isn't unprecedented that the Force does not work outside of their universe. I'm not sure about the galaxy, but outside of that universe, the Force may not work. So I remember, so I don't know, so let's just say I'm gonna just say yes.
That was a very long yes.
Yeah. So all that to say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to give some background and rationale and try to be reasonable and stuff, be objective and things like that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think.
Yeah, I would appreciate a quick yes, but yeah, still.
I mean, your viewers rely on the objectivity of your fellow crew and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Totes my goats, man.
Oh man, I subscribed to a guy and he does things with goats, not like normal things. Like he works with them. He gives them their medication.
Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks. Like normal things. What's unnormal things about goats?
I've heard of men who stare at goats. Now I've heard of men who do normal things with goats.
Make tea.
You think George Clooney would be in that movie too?
Maybe.
Or was that Ewan McGregor or both?
Wait, there's a movie. I don't have to read the stupid book. I have the book, but I've been too lazy. Yeah, I got the audio book. I forgot why I got it. I think Psychodorf 9 recommended to me at some point, or maybe it was he recommended to me another book, but he might have recommended that one too. And when I met him at Valhalla Con.
Okay.
And then he gave me his number, and then his number didn't work, and I couldn't get his number ever since. So I haven't spoken to Psychodorf 9 since. But that's okay. I still think he's a nice guy.
Thanks.
It was an honor to meet the guy anyway. He was fun. He was fun to drink beer with,
Yeah. I'll bet. I wish I'd been able to make it.
I do like how this is cool. This is pretty cool.
Someday.
Okay. Did you put a few more stickers on then, or have you? No, you haven't stickered it all, have you?
No, I haven't stickered it. I probably will paint it.
That's like I said. I think I've said this before.
I might paint it for Gator. I might make it Gator's.
That'd be funny. That'd be good.
I like on Snowdub channel when there's a gator emoji. So instead of saying "see you later, alligators," I can say "see you later" and then put the gator emoji with the apostrophe S.
Yeah,
that's clever.
That's just clever.
Yeah. later. Oh yeah. So anyway, Amuro and versus Luke, X-wing and core fighter or core booster. I was thinking about the core booster when I said that, but now I feel like I'm moving the goalpost if I, modify the parameters here.
What about a Sky Grasper?
Oh, a Sky Grasper.
Yeah, that would be more appropriate, but still.
That's like my favorite asymmetrical fighter. I mean, the wings are asymmetrical. It's like one side is like shaped like this, the other side shaped like that.
Yeah. It's a weird little thing.
Yeah.
I actually have like a miniature figurine of one somewhere laying around.
I believe you.
And I do like how I kind of have it banking too. Looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is a nice pose.
Just yeah. Let's get a full in frame. There we go. Looks good.
It's got like, oh yeah, look, oh that's cool. I see it's reenacting the scene when Luke shot those proton torpedoes into the thermal exhaust port.
Yes.
Yeah.
They should have put some plywood over that.
Yep, and that's how he got Leia pregnant.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it does. I see it. Yeah, it's got the little tails.
It's a different kind of cannon, huh?
So I got trivia for you guys.
It's quite literally a different kind of cannon.
Yep.
What do you got for us, Ronnie?
Why did it? Oh no, trivia about the X-wing. I was gonna say X-wing trivia. So regarding your X-wing, those wings are shaped like an X. Why are they shaped like? Why do they? Okay, why is that when they're shooting the lasers, it goes into the X mode or S foils or X? What do they call X foils or S foils? Why did they go into the X configuration during combat? And then why did they go? Why is that? Why does it have two modes?
That's a good question.
Well, you see, they also have these fighters in what is it, episode 3, and they also have like those X-wing style wings on them. And those particular fighters, they go into the X mode in order to allow the engines or the reactors to cool down more efficiently, in battle. So when it closes up, I guess you can fly faster, but you can't shoot your your blasters or whatever they call them. But when you bring it into the X configuration, now they can deliver more energy to the cannons and are also able to radiate excess heat. And that is why an X-wing has to go into the X-wing mode. Okay. So that's my understanding of it. I don't know if that's accurate.
So it just heat up too much, yeah.
Yeah, like it's just a cooling provision basically. It kind of makes sense. Like if you have like a radiator, it is called S-foils. Thank you, Marcus Felix, because I do remember like playing a Rogue Squadron for 64, and I recently played it for GameCube on my Wii. Yeah. And I was like, I always hear the word S-foils, but I'm like, I don't know. Well, is it S-foil or am I just mishearing it? Is it X-foil?
Well, they have stickers and water decals, water slides.
Okay.
Here, I'll lend you my bottle of Mark Fit here. Oh, I can't get it to the camera. I'm sorry.
Like that makes me think of just an average HG of what? Stop.
I try to give him my bottle of Mark Fit.
It's not.
I'm trying to give him like Mark Fit. I'm trying to shove it into the sensor.
Don't break your camera just for the bit, man.
Yeah, it's a fair point. Although this is a very durable camera. It is the Nexigo N980p. But jokes aside, I do appreciate your sentiment and recommending that I take care of my shit.
Yeah, I do.
It's a good idea to do there.
Yeah.
And that is a model done.
Yeah,
less than 3 hours. Nice.
The S-foil is also known as strike foils or stability foils, were movable wings attached to their ships, such as the X-wing fighter and the ARC-170 Starfighter. And I'm not going to read more of that article, but yeah, the S means strike
I
or
probably could have got this
stability.
done like under an hour, but just casually building. You know what I mean?
It's fun though. It's fun to pace yourself and out. Like it's kind of like when you're doing build with people, but you don't want to build the one that's like your favorite or one that you want to really focus on because you don't want to accidentally do a slip up or just kind of joke around and something with more consequences. You want just something that's just a fun build, like an SD or things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Whew. All right, guys. Got anything for us? I'm going to close it out for tonight before it turns into tomorrow, which is like 6 minutes from now.
Well, you know what? I'll be on with Floral tomorrow night, and if you caught my April Fool's joke, I'm not giving up gaming, so don't worry.
No, it's unfortunate, but he's still playing Fortnite, which he should be playing Helldivers.
You might be right.
It is really fun. You have the game. Download it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I have to watch that. How many episodes of that show did you watch already?
Just the one.
Okay, I'll work on watching an episode or two and work on downloading that this week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just watch that on your PS5 as the PS5 downloads it.
Sounds good.
That'd be fun. Sure. Do I have? What about you, Ronnie?
Just coasting through. Glad I feel like 80% today. Had a blast doing yesterday's Monday show because since I had a sick day from work, I was able to maximize the fun. But I don't really have anything specifically planned. I mean, I may do an impromptu stream or two. Maybe I'll show the airbrushing results after I go through that phase, which will be similar to the feet on this guy here. But every Monday, 10:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or is it Eastern Daylight Time? Well, anyway, next Monday, 10:45 p.m., I will continue doing my Monday show just as I did yesterday, and the week before, and the 15 weeks prior.
Nice.
Back to you, Steve.
Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm going to stream up next. I might do something with the Coach Murphy at some point in time. It might be tomorrow. It might be Thursday. Our work's got me freaking buckled in this week like a lot because we lost one of our cooks because he was not working out.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
Figuratively and literally, actually.
Oh shit.
Do you drop the pan? Or the ball?
The attitude, really.
Yeah.
Oh, and I do want to give a shout out to Loki's Mornings of Mischief. Stone Loki will have his YouTube talk show. I believe he still does YouTube talk on Wednesdays. I've been oversleeping past it, but I think maybe tomorrow I might be awake. But yeah, it's one of my favorite segments that he does during the week. And so if you're interested in YouTube talk, tune in at 9 a.m. Eastern time on Loki's channel, or what is that, like 8 a.m. Central time.
Yeah. Oh. Look who's in the chat. Hi, Loki.
Who's in the chat? Oh, hey. If it isn't the man of the mention himself, Mr. Loki.
The man of the morning hour himself.
I know, man of the morning hour himself. I was listening to him at the gym, as I normally do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll try not to play Fortnite through all the Fridays again.
Yes.
In my defense, we were teaching.
We are wrapping up because we went from me just opening up all the kits, all the runners. Did I do that before the show? I probably did that before the show. But yes, I have built the model kit, the X-Wing Starfighter 1/72nd scale plastic model kit by Bandai. It's a good stab kit. I like it. And it was in both configurations. It was I do like it when it's like gear down and all that. It's pretty cool, but I think I'll just keep it like this until I want to change it. And I may or may not put the water decals on later at a different point in time. But for now, we'll just keep it like this. There we go. All right, guys, and well, since it is X-wing, let's do X-wing.
All wings report in.
Red 10 standing by.
Red 7 standing by.
Red 3 standing by.
Red 6 standing by.
Red 9 standing by.
Red 2 standing by.
Red 11 standing by.
Red 5 standing by.
Red Goblin standing by.
Watch it, you've got one on your tail.
If you pick one up, watch it.
I can't shake 'em.